So here we are today at Texas Vein and Aesthetics, and we're doing the thread lift. We're actually evening up one side of our model's face to match the other side. The technique we're using today is a barbed thread, and this is utilized when we want to produce more dramatic and immediate results. So this thread actually has a barb, and that way it's able to grip under the skin and pull up the skin. And this is important because it's going to create that instant repositioning of the skin, which when we sit our model up, we'll be able to show you that. Over time, over the next 3 to 6 months, it's going to produce more new collagen, which then even after the thread has actually disappeared, that result will then last for like a year, even possibly 2 years, depending on how you look after your skin. So Keitha is just pulling out and leaving the thread behind now. As you can see, our model is doing great. She's comfortable, she's relaxed. So there you can see the thread, and then we're going to get rid of that. You'll see Keitha get rid of that in just a moment. And then we'll sit up our wonderful model. And you might recognize our model because she was our model for our Galderma Gain event. And we did a whole liquid facelift on her. And you got to see the before and afters. If you're following us on Facebook, you should have seen our before and after picture and what wonderful results she had. So now you're going to see the results of this. Janelle, how do you like the results of your filler?
Oh, I love it. I mean, made a huge difference. I mean, everybody's complimenting me on it.
Oh, nice. So you've had lots of nice compliments from your friends and family?
Yes, and some of them are very interested in having something done. Actually, one even in Beaumont's willing to come up here.
Fantastic.
Yes, I mean...
We treat a lot of out-of-town patients, so we'll make a...
Because it doesn't take very long. You don't have to, you know, it's not surgery, and it's not as expensive, and it can be done locally. That's wonderful.
We're always recommending, when you have a great provider that you trust, that you like, that you're comfortable with, to travel to that provider, because they're the ones that are going to give you the best results.
Most definitely. You have to trust and believe in them and feel that they do a good job.
So right now we're just holding a little bit of pressure for that minimum little bit of blood that was just coming out. As you can see, that's just from where we inserted, and it stopped right away. So now we're sitting up our model. I'm just gonna oh, beautiful.
We'll
So
have Miss Janelle take a look and see what she thinks.
Oh my gosh, I really can tell a difference. Unbelievable.
now you can expect to be swollen after this procedure. Sorry, I can't speak a second. After this procedure, but that will go away in a few days. So
I don't
really,
even see where she did it. I mean, I don't see the incision or anything.
And something that, you know, at this point, when I'm evaluating the face is, you know, making a decision, right? Currently, we've only put in one barbed thread. There's various different threads, obviously. I just put in one barbed thread just to give some lift in the lower part of her face. I typically set you up just to take a look. Obviously, Janelle has a look because this is her face. She wants to be happy as well. So something that could be optional is adding maybe another thread in the lower part of the face to really get that, to optimize the lifting. So, but for today, we're just gonna put in one barb and see how it settles in, and then when Miss Janelle comes back, we'll determine whether or not we wanna put it in another thread.
It does. It looks fantastic.
If you wanted to place any filler on top of these threads, it's perfectly fine. Janelle would have to wait 3 weeks if we were to do that. I think she's fine in terms of volume because we were able to do volume a few weeks ago. She was awesome to be my model at the Galderma event, but I probably would have done the threads first and then have done the filler after, but it's okay that we're moving in this direction. So we're still gonna get a beautiful outcome. We have a beautiful face, so thank you again to
You
Janelle.
made it. You made it.
And then
Beautiful.
Janelle, I just have one quick question for you. Can you explain to the viewers at home how that felt, so they have a good idea
Oh.
and understanding?
It didn't really. I felt very little. I mean, I knew when she made the first incision into it, and then I felt a little pressure in one place, a little pressure, and then I couldn't believe it was over. I mean, it was just bang. It was perfect. No problems.
Well, wonderful. You look amazing.
And the difference in what, I don't know how many minutes, but in a few minutes, it made a huge difference in the way I looked.
Right? Well,
I'm surprised, really.
well, thank you so much again for being our model.
Well, thank you for letting me be your model. I love it.